What's up, everyone? It's Drama Duo. If you haven't done it yet, please like and subscribe to our channel.
In this video, we will be discussing The King Eternal Monarch episode 5 and 6.
We're gonna recap on episode 5, and we see that Li Gon takes Tae-ul to his palace in the Sea World. The granny had Tae-ul stay in the farthest room for the king because he knows that the king's gonna be naughty and not listen to her. But there's still like a secret passage that goes to that room, and he goes in there and talks to her, so that they have a moment where like he's just go in and like kiss her. I'm like, what? I feel like that was like out of the blue for me in a way, and I did not see no I don't know.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. I'm having brain fart right now. Like, I don't know. The chemistry between them is still kind of like to me.
Yeah, me too. I feel like their romance is just like, I don't know. It's not convincing.
Yeah, it's not convincing. Like, they're really, like, he's really in love with her or whatever. It's just like, oh, okay.
I feel like she's not really attracted to him too. So, like, I don't know. Their chemistry is just really, like, awkward and weird in this drama.
And I still feel like it's a little bit too fast. I don't know. I mean, it's episode 5, so maybe it's halfway there. But I still feel like their love storyline should be a little bit. I don't know. There should be more to make me feel like, okay, convince me more.
Yeah.
I'm just feeling like, okay, blah blah blah. I met you. You're my favorite. Yeah. Okay. I love you.
We're in love.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They need to work on that. I don't know.
Yep. I agree.
Li Lem is collecting doppelgangers to replace the people from the Sea World for his master plan. Li Lem has been found as pregnant lady in the K world, and so he was trying to prove to her that she has a doppelganger in the Sea World. That in the Sea World she was actually like married to a rich guy, because in the K world she's like not rich. She's poor, and she's like, I guess, struggling or whatever. So he's kind of making her like, oh, if you want this life in the Sea World, I can do it for you, but you must kill your doppelganger.
Yeah.
Like, would you do that? So I'm just like, oh damn, this guy.
I'm just wondering how the F is Li Lem convincing all these people. I mean, I understand, like, these people, they have hard lives, but like, really, like, to like murder people and to like do all these horrible stuff just so they can go to this other universe, other planet that they've never been to. I mean, if someone came up to me and say, hey, you can have a better life if you start killing these people, and I'll take you to like a parallel universe and you can have a better life there, I'll be like, you're fucking crazy. Like, you're crazy, right? So I don't understand how he's like collecting and like, making so much people follow him. I think it's just crazy.
Yes, he is, but I mean, I feel like if you're desperate enough, then maybe you're like, I guess I believe in you.
I don't know. And I think it's just too convenient how all these people that he needs to control are just having such horrible lives. Like, I feel like, how can all these people have such horrible morals and just like, oh yeah, okay, that's a good idea. I'm going to go kill my doppelganger so I can take over his life. Like, maybe some, but but like, all of them, I'm just like, I don't know. While in the Sea World, Li Gon eventually lets Tae-il to adventure around, and she takes the opportunity to visit Seoul because, as you remember, they are in Busan at the moment. We learned that Tae-il's mother passed away when she was younger, correct? And so she wanted to go see if she can find the lady or the doppelganger of her mother, and unfortunately she wasn't able to find her. With no luck finding her mother or her parents, she decides to return back to Busan but she runs out of money, so she's kind of stuck in Seoul. So she decides to call, I think, the palace.
Oh, yeah.
And the palace people think she's crazy because they're like, okay, like, we're not going to let you talk to the king, you know, because you're
Nobody gets
crazy.
to talk to him.
So somehow the message get to Lee Gon while he's on the helicopter going somewhere that a Princess Diana has been trying to get a hold of him. And so, of course, definitely he, like knows that it's Taeil because they had a joke about Princess Diana, whatever, in the past episodes. So he turns around his helicopter and flies to Seoul to find Taeil.
My question throughout this whole episode is that could Sinjay be the mysterious hero that helped him when he was helped the king when he was younger? Because I think it was towards the end when I was watching it, and it was when Taeil was still in Seoul, and she like was crossing paths, and for some reason I thought that she saw Sinjay there. But then it wasn't. It was just like him in the other world, and they just did that crossing scene thing. So I'm like, oh my god! For some reason, it just clicked. I'm just like, oh my god! What if he was the mysterious hero? Oh. I don't know. I just thought of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, because it makes sense now. Because the figure of the mysterious hero,
it looks like Sinjay.
Yeah, it's like definitely a guy.
Yeah.
My theory is that the bad guy, I mean Lee Lim, got a hold of Sinjay and convinced him about something. And then Sinjay is probably like working for him for a little bit, and then found out that, oh my god, this whole time you're trying to like lure or use the girl I love or whatever, and now I'm gonna turn my back and somehow get, I don't know, got a hold of the flute and something to go to that place, or maybe Lee Lim had him come to that world, and then he's like, no, I'm gonna go and be a hero or whatever.
Alright, let's move on to episode 6. Something huge happened in this episode, and that is the Japanese battleship is like moving close to the Korea sea borderline, so it causes a huge friction between the two countries. So Lee Gon has to send Taeil back, but before that they realize that Taeil's badge has gone missing. After sending Taeil back to the K-World, Lee Gon flies to the front line and directs the Navy ship of Korea. So, I feel kind of iffy about this whole plot, how they made Japan the bad guy.
Oh.
I'm just like, what? Okay, like, maybe I'm a little biased because I love Japan and I love the people in Japan and I love the culture of Japan, the country and everything. Yeah, so I'm totally biased. So I just felt like, what? Like, how can you guys make Japan like the bad guy in here? Like, I don't know, like, cause.
Well, who did you want it to be like the bad country that comes out or attacks them?
U.S.
Damn! Damn!
So I'm just kind of questioning, like, is the director and like the writer of this drama, are they like, is in this scene, is it kind of reflecting the like Korean old resentment of like the Japanese like imperialism? During the Japanese imperialism, Japan took over tons of countries in Asia. So like China was at one point under, you know, Japan, Thailand, all those countries in Asia, seriously. Japan was a small country, but they were very powerful.
Yeah, now I can't recall them now.
Yeah, and they took over like so much countries, and definitely Korea was one of them. So in 1910, Japan annexed Korea, and it lasted up until 1945, which is the end of World War II. And it ended because, if you know U.S. history, U.S. bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and so the Empire of Japan had to surrender because, you know, a lot of people died, and it was a devastating time.
Yes.
So when Empire of Japan ended, that's when Korea was, liberated and they were free from Japan power. And I feel like a lot of countries, including I think Korea, they still have that like resentment against Japan during the Japanese imperialism. Like it was like a really, big traumatizing time in their history. So a question I have is Japan still being ruled by the Empire of Japan, or do they have democracy, Because like if they have democracy, I don't think they would be that aggressive against Korea. So what do you think?
Probably, what's that answer you said?
Empire?
Yeah.
By the Empire?
I think it's ruled by the Empire.
You think it's ruled by the Empire?
Yeah, because they're just like, how I remember the scene is the guy, whoever was talking to him was like, just go for it, like just do it.
Like definitely the characters that they're showing in this episode of Japanese people, it's like they're aggressive, and it's definitely like how they are viewed in the past. So I also think that maybe in SeaWorld the Empire is still in power, and like we said, if the theory is that everything is opposite in SeaWorld, then maybe they are, maybe Japan is ruled by the Empire. Maybe Japan never got rid of the Empire. So I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, I just want to pass it like, oh, whatever.
Back to the storyline. Lee Gon, he's on his big ship directing the Navy of Korea. And of course, he's like so smart and so awesome that he finds Japanese big battleship or whatever kind of ship it is. So they decide to shoot at the ships. Not directly at the ships, but like near, for warning shots. And so that scares off the Japanese battleships. And they eventually back the fuck up and leave the Korea border. So let's just say Lee Gon won this battle.
He's so badass, yo.
I guess this scene shows his
He's not scared. He's like,
that he's not scared. He's a leader. Yeah. He's not scared to go into war. He's brave, and
because like the captain of the ship, he was like, sure, like, King, do you want to like go to a separate place, because what if like they attack us? We don't want you to be in danger. He's like, don't worry about me. Yeah. If I die, I die.
Yeah.
Now back to the K-World, we find out that Tae-ul discovers something really important about the case of the dead trunk guy. Is related to something in the SeaWorld, because she was listening to this recording and she realized that, because she kept playing a lot, and she realized that it was like some news from the SeaWorld, and she's like, oh my god, like somehow this is connected to the SeaWorld. Like, what is going on?
I know.
She's just like, what the hell is going on? So she's trying to figure that out while she's trying to kind of, try to figure out this case. Lee Gon finally goes to the K-World, and the first person he goes and see is Tae-ul. And Tae-ul's like, oh my god! And she's like, you're back! And runs to him, and they freaking hug. I'm just like, okay, I guess. In the most
dramatic way.
I'm like, because supposedly, like, if you're watching this episode, throughout the whole episode, she's been like waiting and like
thinking about him.
Yeah, thinking about him. I'm just like, I'm over this love story. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry if you guys like the love story, but I'm kind of like over that. I just really more interested, like we've been saying, of Lee Lim's master plan.
Yeah.
And for me, I mean, because I like the actress too, so that's why I'm also watching it. But I just cannot see the chemistry between them.
Yeah, me too.
I'm trying to look over past that, but I'm just so done with this love story.
Me too. At this point, I'm just like, dude, just get married and whatever. Just,
you guys can go on to your fairy tale life.
Just watch what Lee Lim has in store for you.
I mean, I'm so sorry, okay, but it's just not selling it.
Yeah, their love story is just, I don't know. Our question for you guys is, if Lee Lim approaches you guys and gives you the opportunity to go to SeaWorld and have a better life, with the, exception that you have to kill your doppelganger, would you freaking do it? So, first we're gonna have C answer it.
I feel like I probably would. If I'm desperate enough, I think I would. I don't know. I mean, I'm saying yes now, but maybe I can't.
In real life, you can't.
Yeah, I don't think I can. But I feel like if I'm desperate enough,
Okay.
like if my life right now really, really sucks, I'm like, okay, I'll just kill them.
Let's fucking do it, right?
Yep.
I totally agree with you. I would fucking do the same shit. I would kill my doppelganger for sure. Like, but she gotta be like a millionaire. She gotta have like a big freaking mansion.
Well, all about the money.
But yeah, I totally would kill my doppelganger and steal her life.
We're evil.
Yes. So I guess, like we said, like, how are these people being manipulated and everything? I guess, if it was us, we would totally go for it too.
So it's possible. You could just smooth talking to them and they're like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's all we have for today. Remember to like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications to our newest videos. Thank you for watching.
Bye.